A home opener for the Iowa Hawkeyes as well. And that's where we find our Shannon Earhart, who is live inside Kinnick Stadium this morning. Shannon, I would not call this game a blockbuster by any stretch, but I don't think Hawkeye fans mind.
I don't think Hawkeye fans mind either. University of Albany, the first contest here for the Hawkeyes. These two teams have actually never met. It'll be the first time in program history. A little bit about Albany. They come into this game with a lot of turnaround this season. Their head coach actually left in February for a defensive coordinator position at Penn State. That left them with about 6 weeks until spring ball to figure out what they were going to do with their team. About 50 guys hit the portal, so Iowa really doesn't have a good handle on what this team is going to look like. It was wild at last week's media availability talking to the players and them having no clue what to expect. But sometimes football is better that way. It's a chance for Tim Lester to showcase what he can do with his new quarterback, which we'll have more on later. But, you know, it's really just going back to fundamental football, both offensively and defensively for the Hawkeyes.
It just gets really down to, solid execution, solid focus, and like all first games, just like bowl games at the end of the season, penalties, miscues, ball security, special teams. You don't want those things to be things that are going to, put a hole in your boat, that type of deals. Bottom line is you want to be as alert, sound as you possibly can, and the team's got to be ready to adjust as the game goes on.
Shannon, let's bring you back now. You ever hear the fact that Iowa has a new quarterback? Do we know that? Iowa has a new quarterback this year, Shannon. I don't know if you heard that. Tell us about him.
Mark Gronowski, not related to Gronkowski, which I feel like a lot of Iowa fans have mixed up. Mark Gronowski is his name. He comes from South Dakota State. He's a two-time FCS national champion. He also won the Walter Payton Award in 2023. This guy is athletic, and Iowa fans have been dying to see a quarterback. Get this, in the past 4 seasons, Iowa has had 7 different starting quarterbacks. The fan base is absolutely buzzing to think that maybe they have their guy. He threw 130 touchdowns, 37 rushing, more than 12,000 yards of total offense at South Dakota State. But here is the catch, you guys. He missed all of spring ball because he was rehabbing a shoulder injury. The first time he got to 11 on 11s was literally a month ago, July 30th. Gronkowski said that the footwork that he's been working on with Tim Lester has taken him the longest to get down, but that he does feel 100% confident in Tim Lester's offense. Running is a major part of his game. It's what makes him dangerous. Earlier this week, he told us that he was given the green light to be able to run whenever he wanted to and take those opportunities. It was funny. Head coach Kirk Ferentz did tell the media that he thinks that Mark Gronowski might be smarter than all of the Iowa coaches combined.
I feel great, and coming from the offense we had at South Dakota State, it's very similar in a lot of different things. And there's a lot of obviously small nuances and changes that I've had to learn and come to know. But I feel 100% comfortable, and we've kind of talked a lot about what I like and what he likes, and what we're going to be running on Saturday. So we're going to be very communicative about what we want to run together and make this kind of like a group effort.
Well, Shannon, you got to have someone catching the passes from Mark Gronowski. Learned earlier this week that he's going to be without a top target, not only for this game, but several weeks to come. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate actually for Gronowski and the player that got hurt. Wideout Reese Vanderzee hurt his foot earlier this week in practice. That report came out pretty late, and with Gronowski hoping that he can elevate Iowa's passing game, that's a big blow, as Reese Vanderzee did score 3 touchdowns last season as a freshman with Iowa. If you remember, in the home opener a year ago, he scored 2 touchdowns for Iowa, and he is going to be a sophomore. They said he was going to be out about a month, but that's 5 games missed. Chattanooga transfer, it's up to you, Sam Phillips. He is listed as the ex-receiver ahead of Vanderzee. This kid is built like a race car driver, 5'7", a lot of speed. He did not have a single drop last year at Chattanooga and led the Southern Conference in receiving yards. Phillips did miss the spring game and the Kids Day scrimmage with injury, but he still sits at the top of the depth chart. When Ferentz was asked about that, he said, "I don't want to say he's better than we thought, but his consistency has popped, and I guess that size doesn't matter. There is something that Ferentz is seeing during fall camp that we haven't seen, and hopefully we'll get to see here today against Albany. Also look out for receivers Seth Anderson, Jacob Gill, and of course return specialist who will be playing more wideout, Caden Weechent. Jeff.
Yeah, thank you very much, Shannon. I expect a lot of yards from the offense today.